28-day cycle, so I'm about a quarter of the way through. So I'll do a journal entry summarising the first 7 days to the first quarter. Massive creak from my left then. If you're in the kitchen, enter this room. Make something in front of me creak, or, you know, knock on the door or something like that, you know? Yeah, so I'll do a entry summarising the first 7 days, and I think after today I'm going to really try and step it up a notch. I was tempted to do that today. In a way I have, by introducing...
I'm losing energy.
You're losing energy. I'm not surprised, Spirit, because I'm knackered. But yeah, so I'm not... So I tried ramping up today by introducing the mirror. Granted, there's always been a mirror behind me, but now there's one in front of me by the candlelight, blah blah blah, you know, there's your standard stuff. Because anything where it's like, oh, you know, summon thing, it's always like, oh, have a mirror with some candles and, you know, all that lot. Which is why it's scrying, because that is a form of summoning, I believe. So, so even though I can't see my face in the mirror is still present. And like I said, I put it angled up to face the mirror behind me, so in theory mirror plus mirror equals portal. So Jeff. So yeah, so this is like, you know, inviting things to come through. I may very well push it today as well, by leaving the planchette on the board and not saying goodbye. So any spirits at all that would like to come through, please do. Straight away me saying that is pushing it as well, because you're not supposed to open it to like the whole world of spirits, but I'm just like, you know what, I'm doing it. I've had nothing happen over the last 6 days. We're on day 7, we've got about half an hour left of today's session. So any spirits at all who would like to communicate, feel free to enter this room. You know, there's a bear there which you can play with, you can make that light up lots of different colours, there's a plasma ball for you to take the energy out of, there's a mirror for you to use as a portal, there's a mirror behind me for you to use as a portal. You know, there are cat balls over there which you can knock off the side, make fall. There's the planchette here as well, which you can move to try and deliver a more direct message. Also, there's a random word generator up there where you can manipulate that to say stuff that you want to say. Come on, Spirit. Like? Do you like that I'm just kind of like opening the board to anyone and everyone kind of thing? But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna push it by, you know, if nothing's happening today, tomorrow I'm gonna properly push it by calling out to not just anyone and everything, but specific things which I know people quite often claim come up on the board. So I'm going to put that to the test by specifically calling out to it. Not today though. We'll have the first 7 days be somewhat untainted.
Yes, it's me.
Yes, it's you. Who, Spirit? You can't just say yes, it's me randomly. What's your name? Come on, Spirit. And interesting about the you having to switch off the extension, switch it back on, to switch it back on again. Because I keep saying, whenever it's a 3 in the morning investigation, because I can't remember whether or not technological malfunctions occurred on the last 12 investigation I did, but the three investigations always end up with it being somewhat delayed by a random technological issue, which is interesting. So for it to suddenly be the plasma ball that's having an issue.
My family is here.
Your family is here? Who is your family? Who is your family? Again, I cannot, I feel really, really restless in relation to having my hand on this, but, and you'll see me like the past 6 investigations, I've just been sat here, just kind of like this, you know, but I'm feeling really restless, and again, quite itchy, and yeah, and just like, again, I'm gonna put this down to just me feeling really groggy and having just woken up from like a couple of hours of sleep. But I'm sitting here, hand on planchette.
Nelly.
Nelly? I don't know a Nelly. Yes, I'm sitting here, hand on planchette, and my arm just feels like it has no energy in it at all. And so this is what I'm thinking is causing the planchette to be moving, because my arm feels like it has no energy, and like I just want to like rest it properly. But obviously I can't rest it properly, because if I rest it properly, then I've just got all my weight on the planchette, and then it can't move and things. So I need to kind of like use a bit of energy to kind of keep it somewhat hovered, while my things are still on there. But because I have no energy, it's just causing my hand to be quite shaky, which is why I feel like the planchette keeps moving, and yeah, my hand's just achy. It's just weird. Because like I say, from past investigations, you know that I just tend to sit quite still, or at least I'm not saying, if I'm saying Andrew, I'm not being like, oh, my arm's really aching, or my arm, like, it's not aching, I think it's just drained. It's just that feeling you are just really tired, that you don't necessarily feel like you're aching, but you kind of recognise you don't have the energy to do things anyway. It's weird.
Guess where I am.
I don't know where you are, Spirit. I mean, if I had to guess, I'd probably say the kitchen, but again, I need to cover up the bin. I think that's something I need to start doing on investigations. Just not even necessarily like properly covering up, but covering up that spot where the light from above the door is reflecting in the bin. Just so that then my eyes aren't actually drawn over to that light spot. Because that's making me think that there is something there, and likely, isn't it? Oh god, just knackered.
I've been here 100 years.
That's specific. You've been here exactly 100 years, Spirit. What would I put it down to? So it's 2023, so 1923. Yeah, that's interesting. And that's the first reference to somewhat of a date. Christine, hello Christine. That's somewhat of a date-ish as well. Because like I said earlier, I need to check. There's a building connected to this one which says a date on it. I'm pretty sure it's 1800s. Christine Moore, is that a first name and a last name, Spirit? Because again, Moore is spelled M-O-O-R-E. It's our potential first and last name there that it's just said, Christine Moore. Because that was quick as well. It said one after the other. Come on, Spirit, can you move the planchette? Because I feel like you're trying. Use what very little energy I have. I'm probably on like 10% energy, if that. So, use the plasma ball if you want, because the plasma ball, that is just a ball of energy for your spirit. You can use that. You can fully drain that if you want. You can try to at least. Something feels like it's gone really quiet. It's weird, like it feels like there's just like a really busy period, like when I was saying about needing energy and like being knackered. It just felt like it was really loud while I was saying that, if that makes sense. Like there was just kind of a lot of stuff here, and now it just
Jones.
kind of died. Jones? Like Christine Moore or Christine Jones? Maybe, because they're potentially both last names. Come on, Spirit. I'm sure there's more than one of you here. So, collectively use your energies to light up the bear. Or to light up the balls, something like that. Hand. See, it's just after taking my hand off the planchette. I'm going to put my hand back on the planchette, Spirit. So again, use my energy, use the energy of the plasma ball. Move the planchette. Move it to whatever you want, deliver whatever message you like, Spirit. Come on, Spirit. You can do it. Come on, Spirit. Use my energy, use the energy of the plasma ball, move the
Archangel.
the planchette. Archangel? I said that the other day. Which Archangel, Spirit? Which one? I don't know, it is an Archangel I'm speaking to, but still. Which Archangel?